Firestorm plays here. Welcome to another episode of FIRECRAFT. And you saw the title, someone freaking griefed us again, and I'm freaking mad, but that's not okay. And yeah, we're gonna show you the damage that this freaking griefer did, and this audio is probably gonna be cut out because YouTube is gonna freaking ban it because. Stop, Jacob. We're not like this guy. So, right now, we're at Mr. Dabgod's base, and he was caught using creative for making beacons, and now that's not allowed, so we teared down the beacons, and otherwise, he's a really good member. He made the gold farm, although we caught him using creative on that too. Jacob, stop, please. It's bad audio. But,
okay.
Otherwise, I mean, he's a really good member. So we destroyed the beacons, and what we freaking didn't know was the fact that he would totally freak out and destroy everyone's base. So let's give you a complete tour of the entire FIRECRAFT server that is right now totally burnt down and destroyed. Let's get right on to it. I sound crazy right now, don't I? Okay, let's do it. Well, we used to love what it used to be, at least. Do I have to say anything more than this? Like, this is gonna take hours or weeks of rebuilding. Weeks of rebuilding. Our beacon is gone. And he probably put it in his freaking end chest. Curse him. Dabgod too, mister. You didn't need to rage out like this. You could have at least said something to us. Oh my god. Idiot. And, we're dead. If Twisted Base... Okay, he obviously exacted his revenge from all the admins, and that's not including the normal members. So he exacted revenge from me, the owner, Jacob, the Nickel, and everyone else. And this sucks. This freaking sucks. And our entire community base. This is works of months, guys. This is works of months. I swear to God. Where are you right now, Jacob?
I'm looking at other people's house.
Okay, so now back to Nether Hub. You freaking remember I made a video on making this Nether Hub, and look at it. Big surprise, all the ice is gone. And big surprise, Mr. Dabgod's little gold farm is fine. That's just great, isn't it? It gets better. It gets better. I swear to God, it does. How about
Wait, where's the gold farm?
The gold farm is this one.
Oh.
And let's just go this way for a second. So this way is Finelli's base. Our dear Finelli, one of our most trusted admins. And he is pretty epic. And he's nice. And he's awesome. And he's one of the best FIRECRAFT members that I ever met and ever will. Now, first of all, we see that Finelli's villager breeder, all the villagers from the villager breeder is outside. Surprise, surprise. And the only gunpowder farm on this freaking server, this one is completely fine. And trees are on fire. And villagers are roaming around everywhere. Finelli's base was on fire. Well, it still is, but we tried to douse some of the flames, and... My god, this zombie has a... I don't know, dude. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. But anyway, not to get distracted. And look at it, it's beautiful. Everything we ever built is destructed in the most efficient and the best way. What a master of a griefer, this Mr. Dabgod. How about we look at our base, shall we, huh? What a master. I'm just giving you compliments here, Dabgod. You are an awesome person, mate. I mean, you somehow looked at every single part of what we built, every single little part of it, and now everything is destroyed. What an awesome person. Our dear Dab got here, and he's the master, mate. It can't get better than this, right? Well, let's look at this. Let's look at the base, shall we? Let's look at the beautiful, beautiful base. It doesn't look too bad from the outside. From the inside is where it gets bad. So, this entire place used to be on fire. I just put out the fire, and Jacob has died again. And the second floor, the entire villager system. It looks like he killed every single one of them. Oh, this is great.
Oh wait, Finale's house is broken.
Yeah, I knew that. And, yeah, that's, the entire tour of our dear server, and, oh my god! My beacons! No! No!
Oh yeah, the beacons are gone.
Oh, that piece of human garbage. So, okay, so what happened next was that DabGod2 came on, and we had a lengthy discussion on Discord, talking to each other about what he did, and he wouldn't admit it. So we tried to get a confession out of him, but it didn't work. So here's the evidence that he was the culprit. First of all, he has a really good motive. Since we destroyed his beacons that he got from creative mode, he obviously wanted revenge. As you have watched the clip before, you could tell that in all the bases, all the beacons are gone. Finelli's base, my base, and the community base, all the beacons are gone. That is super suspicious, it looks like revenge, and it probably is. Second, he isn't mad. When he comes on the server, the first thing it says is that we got griefed. Now, this might be normal if we hadn't destroyed his beacons before. The thing that he should have said was, dude, why did you destroy my beacons? I worked so hard on it, or tried to prove that he had done it all in Survivor, or something ridiculous like that. But, as I said, he didn't even mention it until around an hour later, which is super weird, and that shows that he probably got all the anger out of his system by griefing our bases. Third, all his builds, including the gold farm he built and his base, isn't touched. Or more specifically, his base and the gold farm was damaged, but it was only damaged a tiny bit, which can all be fixed in 30 minutes. But as you saw in the clip before, the bases that were damaged, such as my base, and the community base, and Finale's base, are close to being beyond repair, which basically means that it was probably him. And third, it's like he's ready for this. When he came on and we started interrogating him, he left a bunch of alibis and excuses. Like he was ready for the accusations. It almost felt like that he had readied for this possible situation and had a list of excuses ready. But it was the most pathetic of all excuses, and since I could find on my server forum on Minehut that he and Marinka were the only ones on the server that were on more than an hour on the server. They were the only two ones, so it's virtually impossible for anyone else to be the griefer. And to add to that, even if a hacker or some sort of evil griefer came on the server, since spawn is around 20,000 blocks away from our current location, it is virtually impossible to get to our base without Elytra, without teleporting, to grief our bases, and it's virtually impossible. And finally, they blamed Nickel. As we all know, Nickel is one of the best and the oldest members on the FIRECRAFT server. But they said they started blaming Nickel like she was their scapegoat, basically. But as we all know, Nickel has been playing with us for around 2 or 3 months, and she would never, ever grief herself, well, us. Which means that it couldn't have been Nickel. Just to prove her innocent, I said, Nickel, that since she has to be a suspect, I banned her only for a week, not permanently. Then what I did was that I waited, and well, I was right. Since I hadn't banned Marinka Plays, who is Dabgod's friend, and she was the one who was giving him the alibi. A couple days later, when I checked the Nickel's chests, I find some enchanted books that was from my shop, which kind of should be proof that she had stolen my books. But I knew that there were nothing in the chest a couple days ago, and it was virtually impossible for Nickel to break through a ban and come on and put the enchantment books that she stole in the most obvious place that a person will look for it, which is super stupid. And since I know that Nickel has a private and secret chest room, I checked there and those enchantment books weren't there, which basically meant that whoever it was wasn't Nickel, definitely not, and was trying to blame her into being the griefer and the robber of our entire base. So that's the proof that it was probably Dabgod, almost 100%, and possibly Marinka as a co-culprit or whatever. And yeah, all the admins who were involved in the beacon breaking were damaged or were damaged, their bases were damaged, their farms were broken or something like that, and yeah, if you need more proof, just ask me in the comments, just some questions, I don't know. And yeah, that's it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Unlike me, have the opposite day as me. And yeah, subscribe to Firestorm Blaze. So yeah, that we got griefed again, and we'll start rebuilding in the next episode, and we'll rise again. We'll show those griefers that kind of griefing is nothing to us. In 2 weeks, I grant you, we will be back running to the full power. Goodbye and peace.